All right, so today we are going to take a deep dive into something called AI Shop App.
Okay.
And this is something that's been making the rounds all over the internet.
Right.
And, all the promises that come with, amazing software and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
this one is saying you can build a super profitable online fashion business,
Wow.
even if you've never sold anything in your life.
Okay.
Like, that's a pretty bold claim.
Yeah.
So we are going to take a look and see if it lives up to the hype.
All right.
So first of all, just to lay the groundwork here,
Yeah.
this is all based on marketing material
Okay.
that we found online promoting AI Cock App.
Got it.
And some of the things they're saying are pretty exciting. They're talking about like AI-powered store creation. Like you can have a store up and running in minutes.
Wow.
Millions of preloaded products.
Okay.
And tapping into this, multi-billion-dollar fashion industry.
Yeah. The fashion industry is massive.
It's huge.
Absolutely.
It's huge. So, I mean, right off the bat, it definitely grabs your attention.
For sure.
And one of the first things they really hit you with is like
Yeah.
the size of the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like they throw out these statistics about
Yeah.
the global fashion market.
Okay.
And it's like mind-blowing, like trillions of dollars.
Yeah. Trillions with a T.
Like they say the U.S. market alone is worth over $343 billion.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
That's a lot of clothes.
And then over 218 million people are shopping for clothes online.
Wow. So there's definitely a market there.
Yeah, like huge potential customer base.
Right.
Just waiting to be tapped into.
So they say.
But that's the big question, right?
Right.
Can AI Shop App really deliver on these promises?
Yeah. Because that's a lot of promises.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But, we have to be a little bit skeptical. So
Sure.
let's dig into some of the specifics.
Okay.
Some of the things that they're really touting as, features and benefits of AI Shop App.
Okay.
So like I mentioned before, AI-powered store creation in minutes.
Minutes.
Like that's pretty wild.
It is.
And they say it comes preloaded with 2 million top-selling fashion products.
2 million. That's a lot of products.
That's a lot of products.
Yeah.
And then they talk about automated content and graphics generation using ChatGPT.
Oh, so you don't even have to write your own product descriptions.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Okay.
And then built-in traffic tools.
Okay.
Free hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And a commercial license, so you can even sell store creation services to other people.
So you can make your own business.
That's what they're implying.
Wow.
And they really emphasize how easy it is to use, even for beginners.
So anybody can do this.
That's the itch.
Okay.
But are these claims too good to be true?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, that's what we're here to find out.
Exact. We're going to put it to the test.
We got to look under the hood and see what's really going on.
Let's do it.
So, one of the first things I think we should look at is how much this thing actually costs.
Okay. Yeah, because they're making it sound like it's super affordable.
Right. Like they're advertising a one-time fee.
Oh, wow. A one-time fee.
Of $16.
$16.
Yeah. And they say that's like a discounted price.
Of course it's a discounted price.
From $97 a month.
Oh, wow. So it's a huge discount.
Yeah, they'd make it seem like you're getting an incredible deal.
Right.
And, compared to monthly subscriptions for other e-commerce tools like Shopify. I mean, it sounds like steel.
It does.
Right, but
there's always a but.
There's always a but. So is this one-time fee really a bargain?
Yeah.
Or are there some hidden costs?
Yeah, what are they not telling us?
Exactly. What's the catch?
Right, because it's got to be a catch.
They're not just giving this away.
Exactly. Nobody gives anything away for free, especially in the business world.
So we have to dig a little deeper.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some investigating.
And see if we can uncover what's really going on here.
Yeah. Let's see if AI Shop App is the real deal.
All right, so let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so they do mention free hosting.
Right, yeah.
So at least you wouldn't have that recurring expense.
True, yeah.
And they talk about this commercial license. So
right.
You could theoretically, make back your investment by selling store creation services.
Yeah, that's true. But, it does kind of make me wonder, if they're giving away so much for a one-time fee of $16,
right.
How are they actually making money?
Yeah, good point.
What's their business model?
Yeah.
It makes me think, maybe they're cutting corners somewhere, maybe on the quality of the products or the level of support they provide.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought about that.
It's something to consider.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it also makes me think about the whole drop shipping aspect of this.
Drop shipping, yeah.
Because they don't explicitly say it, but
right.
The fact that they have millions of preloaded products.
Yeah.
kind of suggests that they're relying on a drop shipping model.
Right, where you're basically a middleman between
Exactly.
the customer and the supplier.
Yeah, and drop shipping comes with its own set of
It
challenges. Like
does.
you have less control over the product quality
Right.
and shipping times,
Yeah,
which can lead to, customer service issues.
exactly. Unhappy customers.
Yeah, and profit margins can be pretty slim.
Yeah, especially in a competitive market like fashion.
Right, exactly.
So that's something else to think about.
For sure. And then there's this whole thing about the self-updating fashion blog.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, on the one hand,
Yeah.
having fresh content is really important for SEO.
Oh, absolutely. Google loves websites that are constantly updated.
Right. But on the other hand,
Mhm.
how good can this automatically generated blog content really be?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, is it actually going to be engaging and
Yeah.
informative for readers, or is it just going to be a bunch of fluff?
Yeah, is it just going to be keyword stuff nonsense?
Exactly. And it makes you wonder about the whole AI and content creation thing in general.
Right.
Like, tools like ChatGPT can be helpful for generating ideas or like basic drafts,
Sure.
but they can't replace human creativity and expertise.
Yeah, especially when it comes to something like fashion,
Right.
where style and taste and personal expression are so important.
Yeah, those are things that AI just can't replicate.
Exactly. And they also talk about being able to place banner ads on your store
Oh, yeah.
for additional monetization.
Right. Make some extra cash.
But again, that raises questions about the user experience.
For sure. Like, will people be turned off by too many ads?
Exactly. Like nobody wants to go to a website that's just bombarded with ads.
Right. It's like, are you actually providing value or are you just trying to make a quick buck?
And how much revenue can you realistically expect to generate
Yeah.
from banner ads alone?
It's probably not going to be a lot.
Right. It's not like the golden ticket to riches.
No, it's just one piece of the puzzle.
So, we've talked about some of the potential pitfalls here.
Yeah, there are definitely some things to be cautious about.
But let's not forget about the bonuses.
Oh, yeah, the bonuses.
They offer all these bonuses.
What kind of bonuses are we talking about?
They talk about a live event,
Okay.
traffic booster secrets,
Mm-hmm.
and software for creating GIFs and videos.
All right, so they're really trying to sweeten the deal.
Yeah, they're trying to make it sound irresistible.
But again, we have to be critical. Like, what's the real value of these bonuses? Are
Yeah.
they high-quality resources that are actually going to help you build a business?
Hmm.
Or are they just fluff?
Yeah, they just throwing in a bunch of random stuff.
Exactly, just to make it look more appealing.
And here's something that really jumps out at me.
Okay.
There are no real user testimonials or
Mm.
case studies in the material we've seen.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Like nobody saying, hey, I used AI Shop app and here's how much money I made.
Right, it's all just vague promises.
Exactly. And that's a pretty big omission, don't you think?
Absolutely. Like, testimonials and case studies can be really valuable. They
Mhm.
provide social proof.
Right.
It gives potential customers confidence in the product.
Right. Like if you see other people having success,
Yeah.
it makes you more likely to believe that you can too.
Exactly. But without those testimonials, it's hard to gauge the actual effectiveness of AI Shock app.
Right. It's all just promises and hype at this point.
Yeah, we need to see some real-world results.
Okay, so let's move on to the red flags.
Oh, yeah, there are some red flags.
Because honestly, there are quite a few.
Okay, I'm ready.
First of all, the whole marketing approach just feels very heavy-handed.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the countdown timer,
Yeah.
the constant emphasis on limited time
Mm-hmm.
and act now.
Right.
It all feels very pushy
Yeah,
and designed to trigger that fear of missing out.
exactly. Like they're trying to pressure you into making a decision without thinking it through.
Right. And then there's that disclaimer at the
Oh,
end.
yeah, the disclaimer.
The one that distances the website from Facebook and YouTube.
Right.
And states that results may vary.
Yeah, that always makes me a little suspicious.
It definitely sets off alarm bells for me.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to protect themselves legally and manage expectations.
Yeah.
It's basically saying, hey, we're making all these big promises,
Right.
but don't blame us if you don't achieve the same results.
Exactly. And the final red flag, for me at least,
Okay.
is the lack of transparency about the company behind AI Shop app.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, who are these people?
We don't know anything about their background, their
Right.
experience in the e-commerce space.
Yeah.
It all feels very mysterious.
Very secretive.
Right, like they're hiding something.
It makes you wonder if they have something to hide.
Exactly, and that's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
When you're considering investing in something like this,
Right.
you want to know who you're dealing with.
Absolutely. You need to do your due diligence,
right.
research the company, look for reviews from other users,
Yeah.
and try to get a sense of their reputation.
Exactly.
Transparency is key.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's like, just trust us. This is going to make you rich,
Right.
but I don't know. I'm not really buying it.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable to be skeptical,
Yeah.
especially with all these red flags.
Right.
So let's say someone's listening to this,
Yeah.
and they're like intrigued by the idea,
Mm-hmm.
but also hesitant after hearing all this.
Yeah.
What would you recommend they do?
Well, first of all, I would say don't jump in blindly.
Right.
Like, do your research.
Yeah.
Go beyond the marketing material.
Exactly.
See what you can find out.
Like, look for reviews from other users.
Yes.
See if you can find anybody sharing their actual experiences, good and bad.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, the marketing material is always going to be glowing.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to paint the best possible picture.
Right.
But you got to hear from real people who have actually used the product to get a more balanced perspective.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Like, reach out to the company behind AI Shop App and see how they respond.
Exactly. Like, if they're legitimate, they should be happy to address your concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Provide more information about the product and their background.
Transparency is so important.
Yeah, especially in the online business world where there are a lot of scams.
Exactly. Like, you got to be careful.
Got to be savvy.
Yeah, so this whole deep dive, I think it really underscores the importance of critical thinking.
Absolutely.
Like, in a world that's overflowing with information and marketing messages.
And only getting worse.
It's so easy to be seduced by these promises of quick riches.
Oh, yeah.
And effortless success.
Like, who wouldn't want that?
Right. But we have to develop the skills to evaluate these claims objectively.
Exactly.
We can't just believe everything we see.
Right.
We got to be smart.
We got to be discerning.
So to sum it all up, AI Shop App.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting proposition.
It is.
But it's definitely not a magic bullet.
No.
It's a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used effectively or ineffectively.
Exactly.
The key is to approach it with a critical eye.
Right.
Do your research and make an informed decision.
Based on your own goals and risk tolerance.
Exactly.
And, at the end of the day, trust your gut. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is.
Well said. All right, so that brings us to the end of our deep dive into AI Shop App.
Okay.
Hope you found this helpful.
Yeah, hopefully give you some food for thought.
And we've included some additional resources in the description.
Oh, yeah.
That can help you learn more about evaluating online business opportunities and developing that critical mindset.
Yeah, that's so important.
So as always, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate you listening.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Until then, stay curious.
All right. Thanks, everyone.